Hello everyone and welcome to this newsletter's Student Spotlight. Today's Spotlight is going to focus on the area of social justice, and we are joined by two of our Year 11 students, Andre and Xavier. Welcome Xavier and Andre.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
Excellent. Today, our first question for you. What led you to seek out the social justice career and become active in the social justice space?
Yeah, I'll take this one. So, social justice in itself, the group, we work on many initiatives. We have all these things that we're working on, but I feel like a lot of people don't actually know what's going on behind the classroom and beyond the classroom. And that's why our group on social justice, the podcast, tries to showcase to students and parents at home what is actually going on, what's the initiatives we're doing, and to actually see some student perspectives on that. So if someone was to volunteer doing something, they can ask them, questions. You can see photos of what happened, videos, and it just allows for perspectives of everyone at the school and at home to understand what is going on and what's actually going on in our social justice group. Yeah.
That's great. Thank you so much. Xavier, did you want to add something to that? Maybe personally, what led you to this space of social justice?
I think what led me to this space is I see a lot of people in need. There's a lot of things wrong with the world, and I think there's that element of we just need to be in support of each other. There's a lot of hatred. There's a lot of animosity in the world, and I think if we can just lend that helping hand, it can mean the world to someone. If it's not going to make an impact on the whole world, but that can mean the world to that person.
So my question for you, and I know, Andre, you've already mentioned the podcast. For everyone listening in at home, these students have developed a podcast called Just Cause. And my question is about what inspired you to actually develop this podcast for Santa Sophia Social Justice?
So I think our main communication network is through emails, through posts and listings of what's happening. And I think that's good, but we can do a lot better. We can show it visually. We can have that element of engagement where people actually see what's going on instead of just reading about it. Some people may be nervous to get involved. Some people may not want to and may not know what it actually involves. So I think having that element where people can actually see what they can do is really important and really good.
Wonderful, thank you.
Yeah, well, the podcast being in the social justice crew, it's just to really get that word out and to actually have a filter between obviously all the classwork and the achievements and all the great achievements that all the students are getting, whether it's marks or any of that, but then to actually focus more on what good works is going on in the school, and obviously being just cause, we're doing it as it's sort of an obligation to show people that that there's so much more that we can focus on and that we can direct our focus on rather than just academics. And that's obviously a way we can sort of get our school's name out and sort of feature a bunch of students that otherwise wouldn't be known of, and feature a bunch of works that if you were to look from an outside, you wouldn't really be able to see. And it's sort of just understanding all those good works and understanding the things that we're doing every day that isn't showcased anywhere else. And so it's just getting that promotion out for students for stuff we're doing, so it can go both to students among the school, younger or older, and then the parents at home as well, and just getting that community involvement.
Amazing, thank you. And there's no question that you're already making a difference and that the social justice crew are already making a difference. But thinking bigger, as a result of this podcast that you've launched, what difference are you hoping to make in the world of social justice?
Yeah, that's a good question. I guess we're just trying to focus on the involvement, as I mentioned. We're trying to get a community, Santa Sophia, and we're trying to act them more upon what's actually going on and all the initiatives that they can take part in, and to get that student involvement and that helping hand to a bunch of people that need it. And not just that, but to sort of foster a helping environment and to live out our school values as well. Because we feel what the podcast can do is it can promote all those initiatives which may prompt students to actually taking those up and to develop those and to look into them, which otherwise they may have just saw an email or they may have not even heard about it. And that's why our podcast tries to get that, that publishing of the all the initiatives that are coming out, so people can involve themselves in it.
Wonderful.
I think we want to bring a cultural shift. Too many times people see these things and just push it aside. And I think if people can see that there are students that are getting involved, there are students that want to take part in this, they'll be like, hey, we can do it too. You know what I mean? I think it's really important to have, especially since we're year 11, so the older years, for the younger years to see, hey, these guys can get involved. Why can't we? We want to get rid of that judgment. We want to get rid of that that jealousy, any feeling of hate or maybe even nerves. I think we want to bring about a big change to the school, and for people to see that it's not the big scary thing that they may have thought it to be before, but it's actually something that is really easy to get involved with.
Amazing. Well, thank you both so much for all of your work in social justice and for launching this amazing podcast. And thank you for being here to answer our questions.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.